Croeso i Barc Pontypool ar gyfer gêm nos Wener yn yr Indigo Prem, pam ddim. Mae'r tîm cartre Pontypool yn un o gewri traddodiadol rygbi Cymru, ond yr ymwelwyr Llandovery tu ôl i fi fan hyn yw'r pencampwyr presennol, os unrhyw un yn gallu cipio eu coron.
Pencampwyr yr Indigo Prem ydy Llandovery, y porthyn sydd yn dathlu am ffordd i gyrroni fuddugoliaeth. Roser yn cwrso, cais gwych i Pontypool.
Wel, mae rai fi ddweud yma un o'n hoff lefydd i fod yn yr Indigo Prem. Parc Pontypool a mae'r lle yn dechrau llenwi. Mae cyn fach o'r Llandovery RYGBI a chyn ysgellwr Pontypool. Lloyd Lewis yn ymuno fi, a fi sy'n gofod cadw ddau man yn rheolaeth. Mae'n dipyn o dasg, mae'n fi weithio chi, ond Lloyd, fe welson ni ti chwarae wythnos fatha, ti wrth ymyl y cae wythnos ma, sgorio cais, ond wedyn gadael y cae yn yr ail hanner oherwydd anaf. Ti'n iawn?
Ie, oedd e jyst yn bang bach i fod yn onest, o'n i'n eitha touch and go wythnos ma, ond fi'n iawn i chwarae fori.
Mae gen i cybolwg ar y cais, nawr dy 12fed o'r tymor, fi wedi cael yn iawn yn dydwy.
Ie, na fe.
Un o dy hoff geisiau?
Ie, oedd o'n i ddim yn gwybod lot amdano fe i fod yn onest, a fe jyst digwydd, ond nes i joio'r gêm na tan nes i dod off.
Fi'n credu oedd Lloyd jyst moyn bach o maldro yma, efo'n onest.
Dyna fi wedi Time Morris wrthyn ni wedi'r gêm, ond dyna ni wedi dechrau'n barod, lyflu. RYGBI, Llandovery yn hedfan y tymor hwn. Maen nhw dod i ffeinal y cwpan wedi chwalu Glynebwy yn y diwedd. Os unrhyw un gallu i stopio nhw yn y gyngred neu'r cwpan?
Rhaid fod deg o'n nhw'r dan wrth ddechrau. Fi'n credu'r unig tîm bydd yn dod yn agos iddyn nhw. Maen nhw'n wario i gilydd yn cwpl o snothau. Casnewydd, maen nhw'n wario rygbi tebyg dros ben.
Pan popeth yn mynd o'ch blaen fel nath e wythnos diwetha, i ni weithiau yn gallu gweld dwyster yn disgyn neu dyn nhw'n cymryd pethau'n ganiataol?
Wel, wedyn ni, mae lot o profiad yn y garfan gyda Llandovery nawr, so ar cefn hwnna, fi'n credu mae'r profiad yna'n gallu tynnu nhw trwyddo a cadw'r perfformiad i'r lefel sy'n angen. Ie,
maen nhw'n gwybod sut i reoli diwedd tymor fyd yn dydyn nhw, ond dyma sut mae'r tabl yn edrych ar hyn o bryd. Llandovery Casnewydd a Glynebwy yn edrych yn saff yn y tri ucha. Ond mae'r pedwerydd lle yn agored. Pontypool yn eistedd yn y 5ed safle fel mae'n sefyll. A byddai ti'n gweud, Ricky, bod rhaid iddyn nhw ennill heno os maen nhw am frwydro am lle yn y gêm elgyfle yna.
Ti'n gywir, Lauren, mae fe'n bwysig dros ben i Pontypool ennill heno i cael unrhyw siawns o fod yn y peder uwch. Fi'n credu bydd e'n gêm anferth i nhw a bydd nhw lan i'r sialens wedyn ni.
A dyma'r gemau sydd yn weddill, ni wedi cynnwys Merthyr fan hyn gan fod gemau mewn llaw gyda nhw. Felly dyma'r tri tîm sy'n fathemategol yn gallu cyrraedd y pedwerydd safle. Ond mae rai gweud bod Tynged Caerdydd yn ei dwylo eu hunain.
Odi, fi'n credu bod ond fi'n credu bod siawns anferthol gyda Merthyr fyd gyda'r tîmau mae rai nhw are, a ni'n gwybod o profiad pwy mor dda mae Merthyr gallu fod ar y dydd.
Reit, wel, diddorol iawn, ond fel ni wedi gweld, mae Lloyd Lewis wedi bod yn glinigol iawn dros Casnewydd dros wythnos diwetha, ond roedd e'r un mor allweddol i Pontypool a mae fe wedi mynd mewn i'w hen stafell newid.
Ie, lot o atgofio Melys yma, chwarae sydd y gêm senior cynta pan mae'n 17, felly gyfarwydd iawn da'r stafell newid yma. A nawr ni'n mynd i mewn i siarad i cwpl o'r boys. Sapnyn, owain, ti am bwy?
Ydw.
Sut wyt ti?
Siwmai.
Reit te, gêm fawr heno, sut mae'r paratoi wedi bod yn edrych mlaen i chwarae yn erbyn y porthmin?
Ie, ni paratoi'n da. Ni'n gwneud ein gwaith cartref a Llandovery. Ni'n gwybod bod mae sgil lefel uchel gyda nhw. Ni jyst yn cyffroes i profi'n gilydd yn erbyn top y pencampwriaeth. Ni'n cyffroes.
Fantastic, mate. Pob lwc. Diolch yn fawr. A nawr fi'n mynd i siarad i Scotty Matthews draw fan hyn. Scotty, you okay, mate?
Yeah, good.
How are you?
All good, thanks.
Massive win against Cardiff, your last game. How much confidence does that give you going into tonight?
Look, I think stuff we worked on in training, obviously,
last few weeks building up that, and the breaks massively helped us. Good chance to get some tired bodies rested up and coming back to fitness. So yeah, it was a really good home win. We pride ourselves on putting in good performances at home, and we're hoping that's going to come out tonight as well. So yeah,
great. And it's your first season in the Premiership this season. Did you think before the season started that you'd be challenging for top 4?
Look, I think it's probably everybody outside our own change rooms probably didn't expect us to, but as a group we just want to work hard and give ourselves the best opportunity to win each game. So I think preparing for games, playing with intensity certainly helps. But yeah, I think as a team we had targets to try and go there. We want to hold our hands up and be part of the new league moving forward, and that was an important part of what we're trying to do this year. So as a team, we want to be fighting for that. But every game's tough in this league, as you know, so just take it game by game. Yeah,
well, it's great to see you doing so well. You definitely deserve it. Thank you very much, Scotty boy. All right, over here, Isaac, mate, welcome to Wales. How are you?
All good, how are you?
Good, man. So it's your first game in Wales today. If your debut off the bench for Pontypool, how excited are you?
Pretty ecstatic. I'm really looking forward to getting a rumble out here, get my first taste of Welsh rugby, and we've had a pretty good week of training here, and I'm excited and looking forward to banging against some Welsh guys, seeing how their physicality can match up.
Mate, it's a pleasure to meet you. All the best.
You too.
Diolch yn fawr. Lauren, nôl I ti.
White Rock, British Columbia, dyna lle mae'n dod o. Mae'n chwarae bod y pŵl hyn. O'n i ddim cweit yn gweld pa mor dal oedd e fyna, achos oedd yn eistedd lawr. Ond mae gêm gorfforol Edyn tybio, ni gynnig tipyn y tîm cartre hyn o'r y gêm.
Mae'r gwasg lleol wedi bod siarad lot amdano fe. Mae'n slabyd o foi, a byddai'n ddiddorol i gweld siwr mae boes Llandovery'n copo gyda fe pan mae'n dod ar y cap.
4 cap dros Canada. Mae'n ymarfer gyda dreiger hyn o bryd, ond yn braf nawr. I weld Eros Evans yn ymuno ni yn y stiwdio am dymor 16 gêm o'r bron chi wedi ennill yn y 2 gystadleuaeth. Beth sy'n mor special am y garfa yma eleni, Eros?
Digon syml yn chroewyr dda, a i fod yn deg nhw, maen nhw'n gwybod fod i ennill gêm y rygbi, a maen nhw'n bwysig iawn.
Mae'n gofio sut i golli, falle, a chi nawr hefyd yn gwybod sut i rheoli diwedd tymor, chi wedi bod na, chi wedi ennill, chi'n ben campwyr presennol. Faint mae'r profiad na yn cyfri?
Fi'n credu, bydd yn bwysig yn ddiwetha, cadw momentum mynd, mewn nawr i'r busnes rhan o tymor, a bwysig i cadw'r momentum, cadw ennill gêm y rygbi.
So Eros, mae Pontypool yn mynd i fod sialens enno. Fel ych chi'n mynd at y gêm a amdopi mwy na thebyg gyda sialens mawr yn y blaenwyr.
Ond ni moyn wario'r gêm naturiol, ni symud y bel, ond ni ymwybodol hefyd, bydd siŵr bydd Pontypool eisiau lot o set pieces, scrum line-outs, bydd ni amddiffyn un yn cryf a cadw bel symud.
A fi'n gwybod bod Ricky moyn fi ofyn i ti. Mae wedi cael un SOS yn barod eleni. O drwm ni gael un arall, achos mae wedi ennill 99 o gapia fi'n iawn yn dweud?
Wel, Steif y gwynt glaw yn mwd nôl pwy o hwyr.
Fi'n meddwl bod siams gwyddad y ti fyna, Ricky. Right, OK. Wel, dyma beth sydd i ddod ar S4C dros yr wythnos nesaf. Clwb rygbi ryngwladol Cymru yn erbyn Ffrainc sydd Sul. Nos Lun, ysgolion dychwelyd am 10 o'r gloch. A'r bennod ola o Jonathan, nos Iau am 9. A mae Lloyd Lewis wedi ail ymuno ni, a mae Llan ymddyfu arediad gwych. 14 yn y gyngred, yn y ddim wedi colli ers dechrau Hydref. Yr un mor hyderus oedd i cartre, a beth yw nhw cartre? Dyn ni methu gweud na am lot o dîmau, mae'n lot o gampau i ni. Na,
yn bendant, maen nhw'n tîm bendigedig, na pan maen nhw'n gwneud mor dda blwyddyn diwetha, maen nhw'n gwneud mor dda eleni, mae fe'n amlwg. Fi'n rili edmygu y ffordd maen nhw'n chwarae, fel wedodd Ricky ar dechrau'r raglen, ni'n chwarae Llandovery Cassia, wedi chwarae brandiau tebyg o rygbi, a mae'n amlwg yn effeithiol, a mae'n gweithio oherwydd ni sy'n ar brig y tabl, ond fe weres i lot o parch, a fi'n edmygu sut mae Llandovery yn chwarae, a sut maen nhw'n gwneud pethau.
A Iros fanna'n gweud, mae pethau'n ddigon syml, mae chwaraewyr da gyda ni yn y garfan. Pwy sydd wedi dal dy sylw di, Ricky?
Fi'n credu bod crwydyn ifanc Jack Davis, sgoriodd y 2 cais, swyddfa ni'n gweld ar y sgrin nawr. Bach o look ar yr ail un fel welwn ni, ond mae jyst yn dangos mae fe yn tîm da, gyda digon o hyder, a mae gyda'r gallu a'r ryddid i wneud beth mae am. A mae'n dal i pwynt.
Ie, nes i chwarae, nath ei dod mewn I ni, 7 bochor, nath ei Zagreb, dar I fi'n credu. Cyffwrfiad cyntaf fe mewn Cris Cymru, oedd e'n redeg hyd y cae, felly oedd e'n 17 pryd ni, a mae jyst yn dangos faint o dalentog ma fe.
A beth am tîm cartre? Ni di siarad am Isaac Kelly, pwy arall sydd wedi syreniach? Gaeth o'n dechrau tymor, digon da?
Ie, I fi, Joe Marnie, mae fe'n anhygol, fe yw'r fy hoff chwaraewr i'r tîm I fod yn onest. Chwarae yn y canol, mae acceleration fe'n anghredadwy, mae'n caru torri ongle, mae fe bendant, newn ni gweld e'n neud heno, mae'n neud pob tro mae fe'n chwarae, so fi'n edrych mlaen I gweld fe'n mynd heno.
Diolch yn fawr I chi am eich cwmni chi, welech chi yn ystod yr egoel. There's English language commentary available with Lloyd Lewis and Dave Rogers this evening. Yn y Gymraeg, Ricky Guest a Griff McKee sydd yma i'ch tywys chi trwy'r gêm.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Welcome, everybody. Great to have your company for this one. A genuine top-of-the-table clash, starting with the league leaders. 3 Premiership Centurions in the front row, but all eyes on this man. 340th appearance, 80 tries in that time. And very much looking forward to his toe-to-toe battle with the man opposite him in the number 9 jersey. A lot of talented youth, particularly in the front row. Dylan Kelleher-Griffiths and Sam Scarf, former Wales under-20s internationals, but experience in the pack too with Mike Herbert. And of course the captain, Scott Matthews. But Morgan Lloyd, Dragon Senior Academy, 9 Wales under-20 caps. Youth versus experience. We love these kind of narratives. The past, the present and the future. So Pontypool in the famous hoops. Llandovery in a rather fetching green. And Adam Jones,
Pontypool ready?
the man in charge this evening.
Come on then.
Indigo Premiership underway. Llandovery kicking off. Pontypool receiving a victory for Pontypool this evening. And they will close the gap on Cardiff. This is the game in hand, effectively. Victory, of course, for Llandovery. And it is a step closer to lifting that trophy at the end of the season. That box kick challenges. And Pontypool have managed to keep hold of that ball, so Morgan Lloyd can get them moving. Well closed by Cian Abraham, but Bancroft can find Jones, and we come back. So Lloyd, old stomping ground. I can't believe they let you in the changing rooms earlier. I thought you'd be in deep trouble stepping back in there.
Nah, I have some good memories at Pontypool. I have a good relationship with everyone at the club. I only live 5 minutes away, so it's my local club. So yeah, there's no bad blood there.
Okay, well you say that anyway. You say that. What do you make of tonight then? You mentioned it in the pre-match interviews there. Pontypool, some people will look at their form, 3 defeats in the last 4 games, and think that's disappointing. But where they are in the league, given the fact that it's their first season at this level, it's actually been quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is impressive, and like they've had a little bit of a dip in form. They started the season amazingly, but the quality is definitely there. I think I read about Morgan Lloyd spoke this week about changing their style of play. I think they've been pretty one-dimensional playing for the forwards, but they've got so much talent in the backs as well. So I think they're going to look to use that tonight.
Well, we've spoken about the rivalry and the competition between the 2 scrum halves, but it's a big night for the front rows as well. So much experience. And the tight head for Llandovery and the loose head for Pontypool, one I'm looking forward to. Cleared green, over a century of appearances for Drovers. Dylan Kelleher-Griffiths, young loose head, former Wales under-20.
On the edge.
That's going to be an excellent contest to look forward to tonight. But that's the first penalty and first blood. Drovers. And a first line out in good position. Craig Thomas, another of those try-scoring hookers that Lloyd likes so much.
I don't think it should count, to be honest.
We'll come to that a little bit later on, because your arch nemesis is on the bench. But this is great work from this experienced Drovers pack into the 22. Thomas in the armchair. Now Lee Rees wants to get his hands on it. Rodri Jones and a little tip pass. First journey into the red zone for the team in green.
Release.
Sam Scarf was called off it. He wanted the turnover then. So that's Jones, little nudge in behind, and Abraham's going to be the first there, and that's the first try. And what a try for Llandovery.
Yeah, fair play. Heads up rugby, exploiting the blind side there. It's exactly what Llandovery are about, playing with their heads up, bit of flair. It's a great finish.
Brilliant vision from Jones, and Abraham's quick. It was definitely planned, because Abraham had given himself space. He'd hit his straps. He knew the kick was coming.
Yeah, under pressure as well. That's a great finish. So easy to knock that ball on there, but it's great control from the winger.
Ian Abraham, another former Wales under-20, played against France last season. The Wales 20s went against France in Cardiff last night. Similar outcomes in both games.
Fair play as well. I was thinking it's just an example of having two ball players on the pitch with Johan and Rodri there. Threats both sides of the ruck. Great.
Unlucky with the conversion, that hits the post, it's 5-0. But yeah, we've seen that straight away in the 22. It's Rodri Jones who's been in the first receiver. And the young winger gets his second try of the season, 5th appearance. Not the start at home that Pooler would have been after. It's a decent clearance kick as well. A terrible attempt at catching it by the dugouts. Thankfully the camera didn't catch it and it saved the embarrassment. So first look at the lineup then for Pooler. First of all, for Llandovery, to a try. Sam Scarf at hooker today, made his Dragons debut a couple of weeks ago away in Glasgow. Tough evening, but a big evening for him.
Expecting a big game from Sam Scarf today. Very abrasive runner, just like Mikey Hill, but great break.
So, bit of space on the right-hand side here. Little nudge in behind, it's bounced back up to Bancroft.
Just in touch, boys.
Foot in touch. Bit of excitement there for a second, though.
Yeah, good to see Pontypool trying to spread it early. I think this season they've had a bit of criticism because they've been quite one-dimensional in their attack. So I think against Llandovery and team who like to chuck the ball about, it's important that they try and move it themselves.
Knock on advantage then. Onside then.
Little knock-on line-out time. You mentioned Sam Scarf and his abrasive running. Actually went on to cover back row when he made his URC debut. So another of these versatile footballers. But yeah, he's always in and around it, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a very aggressive player, which you want. Leads by example on the pitch for sure.
Dylan Kelleher-Griffiths, the same under-20s team as Sam Scarf. That's a lovely run. And if it's appropriate later, a lovely Matthew Jarvis fact for you as well.
Yeah.
I'll tuck that in the top pocket for the second half.
I look forward to it. Again, though, like I said, it's nice to see Pontypool chucking the ball about. It's definitely a marked difference from the last game I watched them play. Some thoughts there, Kelleher with a knock-on, but great tempo.
Okay, so we don't. Let's get more consistent hit. Okay, go up there.
Good early instructions there from Adam Jones after the first scrum ended in a penalty. Every ball.
Crouch.
Adam Jones needs to get out of the way so Lee Rees can put the ball in. Much more solid scrum, but now it goes down. Enough pressure and it's going to eventually. Here is Llandovery looking for space, finding space. Oh, it's a tap tackle in the end that draws that one to a close. And Warren just winning those collisions at the moment, aren't they? Llandovery just allowing them to get a little bit of gain line. Well, until then, that's a great tackle. Warren. Rees goes the other way and Stuart Worrell First carry of the evening for him. Stuck just inside the final third at the moment, Llandovery. Interesting to see how patient they are with this. Plenty of forwards queuing up to carry. 8 minutes gone. Just the one score, and now Jack Davis. Oh, it's a deadly step off the left foot.
These rucks are so fast as well. Lee Reese is really dictating the pace. Stretching the Pontypool defence. They haven't got a chance to recover in the defensive line. It's great play from Lee Reese.
Here, stay there.
And that tempo has taken them to within 10 metres. Kelleher Griffiths trying to get a hand on it, called off it, rightfully so. Craig Thomas, the next to carry. Well, Worrell again, in fact, gotten one closer than Worrell. He's there on the clean out. Llandovery seem to have so many numbers now. Do they feed the width? Jones feeds Davis. Davis is in.
That's great play there. It's relentless, the pressure. I know it's only 8 minutes in. I'd like to see if they can keep it up. But like I said, the tempo they're playing at is quite remarkable at the moment. And you see Lee Reese, every ruck he approaches, he looks blind first. There's always options either side of the ruck. And when the tempo, they just build in phases like this. Pontypool's ruck change shortens then, and look, the space out wide. It's so hard to organise when you're constantly moving back in D.
You can tell you're moving the ball well when you've got space to finish there and there's still a man outside you on the edge.
No, definitely.
That's 2 tries in that same corner. Jack Davis, he's having a good season. 5th try for him. Been involved with the Scarlets. Not much this season. Played at the Stone X last year. They're going to draw this kick in now, and another one drifted across the face. There is a bit of breeze out there. For the time of year, conditions pretty good. You've definitely played in worse than this, but the breeze will trouble the kickers tonight.
Yeah, I've seen the pitch in a lot worse conditions than this. It looks pretty solid on the foot, to be honest. But yeah, I think that breeze is definitely playing a part, and Johan Hughes' kicks at goal.
What would you say? Good to firm? Good to soft? Probably good to soft tonight, isn't it? If you're a horse racing man.
I wouldn't say firm, but like I said, it could be a lot worse.
Llandovery certainly not struggling to run the ball on this surface, and Jack Davis looks he's seen a gap and takes Pat Lewis for a walk. There is a lovely confidence about this Llandovery team, isn't there? And I suppose you get that with 14 Premiership wins in a row, but
they just seem so efficient in everything they do.
Not flustered. They know when they're running it, when they're exiting. Bancroft. Decent kick chase from Llandovery. Pontypool in their half. 11 minutes gone, 2 tries. Pontypool yet to really fire a shot. Here's Morgan Lloyd. Sends that one up. Good take.
Good kick chase.
A lot to like about that. It was a great shot from Herbert. Here comes Llandovery. Jack Davis shifts it on, and now Matthew Powell having to come across the cover, but it's a good offload, and Davis is there. And the speed of ball for Llandovery, absolute killer. Lovely offloaded. The West Wales Barbarians are cutting loose.
Talk about confidence. They're running that from their own 22. And look how the run they've made. Unbelievable.
Well, all kinds of offloads. And Jack Davis.
Oh, my gosh.
Feeds Kian Abraham, who's in for his 2nd try. And Llandovery are in again. And they are showing everything that is good about this team at this level. And looking like champions.
Yeah. How do you defend that? This has all come from, remember, Mikey Herbert with a great tackle. Great tackle on the box kick. It looks like Llandovery were in trouble, but they've gone from that point to running the whole pitch. The offloading game, the angles, the lines they're running, is very Barbarians-esque, like you said.
Well, that offload. And Jack Davis's eyes just lit up. Still had work to do, though. And the finish by Abraham, well, he's had a lovely day so far, hasn't he? 2 touches, 2 tries, pretty much.
Yeah, you can't defend that play. But you watch that back. If you watch that back from the box kick that Johan Hughes caught, got hit behind the gain line, and how they built those phases, the offloads on the edges, it's unbelievable play. Fair play.
Bearing in mind, it started from a good box kick, a good chase and a good tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
In the build-up to that, not a huge amount Pontypool did wrong, but here they are with Jarvis on the halfway line, starting the game again. Not even 14 minutes gone. Murmurings of discontent around the main stand here.
On the line then, Green.
It's not looking great for Pooler, but this is, well, it's actually quite joyous from Llandovery.
It's been a perfect display so far. They haven't put a foot wrong yet, Llandovery. Just like we said, seems so efficient, so confident.
Sam Scarf goes to the back.
Play on, no man. Onside.
Davis takes it. Pontypool probably shell-shocked, but really just need to go through some phases here, and whatever the end of the set is, it needs to be ended on a positive for this team. Lloyd, Jarvis.
9, stop.
Mahoney nudges in behind. What's the touch here? So no 50-22, but a good bit of territory.
Yeah, good heads-up play from Joe Marnie there. We spoke about him at the start of the pre-match, start of the game. He's amazing in attack. He runs amazing, brilliant lines.
Okay, boys.
Great acceleration, great vision, as we saw there.
But we've got our own players walking, your own players walking back, and we're not set. Okay?
The thing is, Llandovery will run this now.
Just waiting for that to come off the top then. They've actually obstructed and conceded the penalty, and this is an ideal outcome now for Pooler.
So it's been transferred, and then he's gone into his own match.
See Ash Sweet there thinking about tapping and going, but he's going to the corner. Let's take a look if we can see from here. Yeah, Chris Long sped that back, and he stopped a fair contest from Pontypool. Referee Adam Jones, great spot. And now, brilliant opportunity for the home team, but the opportunity disappears as soon as it arrives.
Number 4 thrown across.
But
Number 4, Green, thrown across.
Jack Jones has been thrown across by the lifters. There's back-to-back penalties at line-out time. Yes. See from there, a bold move here. Pontypool opting for scrum time.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter traditionally, isn't it? I think they'll back themselves from here. A big statement.
Callum Davis, very, very vocal.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Best chance of the game so far for Pontypool. Llandovery going at a point a minute in the first half.
Away from that. Okay. Tight head, don't push him down. And loose head, bring the feet forward, okay? So tight head, don't push down. Loose head, feet forward. Let's go here.
Well, that was the contest we said we were looking forward to. Green against Kelleher Griffiths. And Adam Jones having his say. How he thinks it should be going.
There we go.
Good crowd here this evening.
Always.
Crowd that have been stunned into silence.
Yeah, they have been. They're normally very, very vocal, but it's great support here at Pontypool. It always has been.
No pushing down.
It means a lot to the people of Pontypool, this club.
Crouch.
Well, we'll certainly hear them
Bind.
if they manage to get over the whitewash here.
Set. Steady.
They've earned 2 penalties in this period in the 22. Can they earn some points? Straight across the face of Jarvis. Good footwork by Marnie. Oh, the tackle stops him. But decent speed, a decent line. And Pontypool score. First real journey into the 22. Yields the first 5 points, and a great response from conceding those early tries.
Yeah, we spoke about both of these men who made this try happen there. Joe Marnie initially with the great footwork, taking the ball nice and flat, and then finished by Sam Scarf powering his way over. Well worked try. It's great feet and strength from Marnie. Heads up play there, Morgan Lloyd. Lovely angle from Sam Scarf. Won't stop him from there.
It's a lovely ball as well. And he's run into two big men there, Craig Thomas and Llyr Green. That's a good collision win for the young hooker. Second try of the season.
Pontypool definitely needed that. Take a bit of the momentum the Llandovery were building. Hopefully get themselves back into the game. The next score for Pontypool is massive.
Jarvis gets his first of the night. There's 172 points to the season. So, you and I were at Wales versus France under-20s. It was the first time they played in Cardiff for 11 years. The last time Wales beat France in Cardiff at the under-20s, that man was playing outside half.
Right, okay.
Josh Navidi was playing, Salupe Falatau was playing, Scott Williams was playing, and the rugby trainer, Ben John, social media sensation, was playing as well.
What year was that?
2010.
2010, wow.
Long time ago. How old were you then? 5, 6?
2010. How old was I? 13? 14? I don't know.
You're older than you look, mate. You must have a good skincare regime. Coming up to 20 minutes gone then. Bit more of a contest now, and Pontypool finally fired a shot. Tell you what, 4 tries in 20 minutes. This is good Friday night entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Like I said, the Llandovery were excellent. In the first 15 minutes, Pontypool struggled to get a foothold in the game, but like I said, there's a lot of talent in that Pontypool back line. Joe Marnie creating a try, putting the boys in the right place, in the first place, back deep in Llandovery's 22.
Well, that attack was the first time, really, we'd seen their big runners get that gain line, and there's so much ability to do that.
Yeah, but it's just a slight problem of stopping Llandovery doing what they do so well first, isn't it? So, yeah, like I said, Pontypool need to get the next score here. Stop that Llandovery momentum.
20 minutes gone. Friday Night Lights. We've got a full stand to our left and right, and a scattering of brave people over there on the terrace. Although, to be fair, it's dry. The terrace is a pretty good place to watch rugby on a night like tonight. That's
the PPF, that is the Pontypool Ultras. You can see the flag. That flag was at the Wales game last night, actually, the Wales under-20s.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Putting the miles in.
Putting the miles in.
Good scrum. Up the short side they go with Lloyd. He's dropped out on the toe, but going to be beaten by the touchline. Now it's time to hear from Lauren. She's down there making friends.
Griff, Niced sy'n cadw cwmni fi, a 3 chais o fewn 12 munud. Mae'n rhaid bod ti'n hapus iawn â'r sgiliau ti wedi gweld mas na ar y cae, mor belled.
Ie, nhw wedi bod yn gwych yn y 20 munud gyntaf. Mae'n Pontypool jyst i dod nôl gyda cais, so mae'n rhaid ni bod yn siŵr ni ddim yn rhoi gormod o penalties i ffwrdd nawr, ond mae'n mynd yn gwych ar y dechrau, tair cais dda. Mae'n Pêl wedi bod o'r gloi, so ni'n hapus hyd yn un, ond mae Pontypool yn tîm dda, a mae'n dorf eitha dda, mae'n so gallu nhw dod nôl a cael y momentum to, so gobeithio ni chi sopo hwnna.
Ie, chi yn dyn ti'n gallu delio gyda tîm yn taro nôl, a chi'n gwybod falle o chi'n disgwyl ymateb o'r pŵl, am sy'n lot o panic yn y tîm o eleni, oes e? Na,
ni wedi bod yn wario dda dros y tymor i gyd, ond enwedig wythnosau diwetha, so gobeithio ni chi dod nôl na dim rhoi gormod i Pontypool dod nôl mewn i'r gêm, so cael y Pêl nôl nawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Yeah, Nick Cub there just saying they can't let Pontypool get back in the game. They think they've got great support here, as we mentioned. But great turnover there, Pontypool in the ascendancy.
Yeah, Scott Matthews, the captain, digging for gold. And Pooler has settled in. Just been fumbled, but regathered, an important regather as well. And a short ball, Jarvis sending the big men into battle.
Go on.
Well, we like that, didn't Lloyd? And I'm not surprised. Oh, big bump. Here we go. Just a bit more like it from Pooler. Tip, second row to second row. Sweet to Johnson. Referee says backwards. And then Callan Davis has fumbled one, looking to switch the other way.
It's promising though. Unfortunately, they did not come, but like I said, there's definitely been a concerted effort to change how Pontypool are playing. And it's a lot more exciting to watch. Matthew Powell with a great carry on the edge there. Great to see him back after a long time out with ACL injuries. He's a great player. Hopefully see more of him today.
Well, just his second appearance of the season, but a great year last year. 14 tries all in all.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the referee got to say? Well, it was interesting, something you alluded to at the start of the game when Llandovery were doing so well. Ruck speed. Pontypool managed to get it there, and it makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, when you're playing, when the line's got their heads up, attacking both sides of the ruck, you've got options either sides of the ruck. It just creates that confusion in the defensive line. And when you're going quick ball, it's so hard to readjust and set defensively, which opens up those spaces.
Llandovery through Johan Hughes. Oh, that looked late.
Oh.
We're going to see the replay of this. It's going to be a penalty close to halfway where the ball landed. Oh, a late tackle, which seems as though it might be.
I missed this.
A kind way of saying it. Here we go.
Oh.
Wow. Were there a television match official? I think we could be sat here watching that for quite some time. This would be a good angle. Oh, wow.
It looks like he's gone for the charge down initially, but just left something in it, and yeah, they didn't look great from Callum Davis, I'll be honest.
By leaving something in, I think it might have been his elbow.
Yeah. There's no TMO here, is there?
There is no TMO, but this doesn't look great for Johan Hughes. This is the angle. The kick is there.
Yeah. I hate seeing that when the 10 gets hit after a pass or a kick, because it's almost blindsided, isn't it? Off balance. It's a painful watch. I hope Johan Hughes is okay.
Well, we will leave you draw your own conclusions watching at home. But what it does mean is 24 minutes gone. There'll be a brief break in play here, and we can just digest what's happened in this game so far. Llandovery scored 3 fantastic tries to begin with. Cian Abraham with a brace, Jack Davis on the end of an absolutely stunning move. And at that point, well, on the one hand, Llandovery were playing incredible rugby. It was great to watch. On the other hand, we feared for Pontypool in front of a home support. But since then, they've got back into the game. They've got 1 try from Sam Scarth, which takes us to 7-17. And a really fun game on a Friday night. The stakes high, of course. Llandovery on course to lift the Indigo Premiership trophy. Pontypool, a win, keeps their top 4 dreams alive. They're currently 9 points behind Cardiff. They beat Cardiff last time out, and they do have a game in hand.
Yeah, they've taken some scalps this season, Pontypool, beaten Cardiff twice, beaten Merthyr, of course, in their first encounter. They're a good team, and it's like we said at the start, it's great to see them doing so well in their first season.
It certainly is. Well, consistency is key, isn't it? Because you talked about all those scalps, as you see a knock on there. But they're not being able to go to places like Carmarthen Quins and pick up victories. That's where the frustration builds. But all in all, as we keep saying, very, very successful season from Pontypool. I think if you'd have offered them 5th place, they'd have bit your hand off.
Oh, definitely, especially when you look at the context of how long it took them to get back into the league, or the controversy there. So, yeah, everyone's buzzing to be here in the Premiership. And, yeah, as you said, they definitely were taking 5th place. And top 4 is still on as it stands.
It certainly is. But something's going to need to change. It's not just scoring the tries, but, of course, stopping them going in at the other end. Llandovery coaches then, do you think they'll be pleased with this opening 25-26 minutes?
I think, well, the last try they scored from their own 22 was unreal. That's a try that they'll go down. That's one for the ages, should I say. It was an amazing try, barbarian-esque, as you said. So you have to be pleased when your team can produce stuff like that. I think that Tom Hancock will be really impressed with the attacking rugby they played. And that's his brand of rugby as well, Tom Hancock. He was backs coach here at Pontypool, and yeah, he had us playing in a similar way.
Jarvis, here's that one to touch. Ooh. You don't see the outside half clearance as much these days, do you? They tend to box kick. There's almost something nice and old school about it.
Yeah, when you've got a player like Jarvis, like his boot is unreal. Like it doesn't get better than that. So it'd be wasted not to use it.
Yeah, he was under some pressure there as well. Scrappy, but good shot coming in the scarf. His front row was really dishing it tonight. That was cleared green. And now Morgan Lloyd will go to the skies. To keep that in field. These ones are tough to take, but Davis equal to it. Abraham, he's on a first half hat-trick. The floodlights here are good, however, they're quite low, so when those box kicks go up, they disappear above the lights, and the person receiving the kick can lose it temporarily. It can certainly discombobulate you.
Inside. Discombobulate. I haven't come in the last time I heard that word. Discombobulate, nice.
Well, all right, give us a winger's perspective, though. When those high kicks go up, how difficult is that? Oh, we've got a bit of extras here out of shot. That's Scott Matthews and Dino Dallavale getting to know each other, and as a result, Matthews has been penalised. So yes, when those kicks go up above the lights and they disappear, how much more difficult does that make it?
Well, it's difficult at the best of times under pressure, but yeah, losing the ball for 2-3 seconds is obviously not great.
Discombobulates you.
It does discombobulate you, Dave, yeah. I'll be using that a lot more often now, yeah, nice.
Oh, please do. And if you could tell me what it is in Welsh, that'd be great.
Have a think.
Yes. If you can get it in at half-time, I'll be very impressed.
All right, I'll try.
Here's the line-out from the penalty. Little shift inside, and Abraham runs into trouble. Dallavale perhaps lining up for the carry after earning the penalty, thanks to his fracas with Scott Matthews, but he gets it on the second phase. Makes a good carry as well into Mikey Herbert. Lee Reese goes the blind side, and Rodri Jones is there. Oh, Rodri Jones does so well. Still going, Jones. Oh, he holds on. Rodri Jones with a game-breaking carry. Llandovery back within 4 metres. Worrell. Now Lee Reese, referee wants to keep Pontypool onside. Shot tackle's a good one, but the speed of ball even better.
Advantage.
Oh, the penalty advantage coming. Now they put the width on it. That's Jack Davis. Davis backs himself. Brings them closer. Look at Lee Reese busting a gut to get there. Dallavale, another penalty advantage. Offside this time. And Pontypool hanging on. Oh, what an inside ball! Try's been awarded. The hand's delightful. The finish bruising. And Llandovery over again. This time Aaron Warren gets his name on the score sheet. He's been on fire. 8 tries this season. A 4th on the night for the visiting team. And they just continue to be so impressive.
Yeah, they're so clinical, Llandovery. They have been tonight anyway. When they get in the 22, you just back them to score. That's a great inside ball there from Lee Reese. Wow. Great line as well.
Oh, no look, left hand out of the back. More of that, please. Lee Reese having a great game. And as a result, Llandovery having a great game. Half an hour gone, bonus point in the bag. And the flags go up for Hughes, who's...
I think Pontypool coach will be frustrated there. It was a discipline issue, really, that led Llandovery into the 22. And as I said, it's such a good team that you back them to score every time they get into the 22. So it's the ill discipline that they'll be frustrating there for the Pontypool players.
really, it is the first time that the attack has gone to the left. It's all been down the right, but going back a few phases... Oh, I thought that was coming for you then. Going back a few phases, that Rodri Jones carry, where he got through a few and looked like he was going to get that offload out the back.
I was going to say at the time, it's just great composure from Rodri as well. Like he looked for it 2-3 times and made the right decision not to do it. If he'd thrown that, odds on it wouldn't have gone to the man, and they wouldn't have scored that try. So it was great composure.
Good line-out ball to the front this time. Sam Scarf to get his hands on the ball, gets tucked in there at Llandovery players on the right side. In fact, they're all facing the wrong way now. So it's taken down by Sam Scarf. After Llandovery spoil it, and that is great work by the men in green. Field Green gets his hands on the ball. You could see Sam Scarf really wrestling for it, couldn't you? He sensed that was coming. Well, he took it down, just couldn't present it, and Llandovery will have the put in. That's well defended.
Shoulders, yep. Crouch.
We'll have a good look at this front row battle now. After that first try, the first scrum, shall I say, the Pontypool scrum is certainly solidified. Those two young front rows for Pontypool standing their ground against this experienced Drovers group. Lee Rees, he's going to send that one up high. It's not going to go far. Oh, it's a good take. Morgan Lloyd underneath it. Those ones are easy to slip through. So Ashley Sweetin at scrum half. Lewis Johnson on the carry. Scott Matthews getting rid of the first man. Good strength from Matthews. Oh, Jarvis. Short ball from Bancroft, finds Lewis. It's been knocked on, and now Llandovery have turnover ball, and this could be a problem. Warren, oh, this is serious pace. And they make it look so easy. Any error is dealt with, and it's unselfishly under the post. Adam Warren. Brotherly love.
Fair play.
And a fifth try for Llandovery.
Fair play, you'd have to see. I would not have done that, no chance. Fair play to him. But that's what I mean, look how dangerous Llandovery are. Turnover in their own half. 20 seconds later, they're under the sticks.
See where the error came. It was spilt there, and you knew as soon as it was turned over, it was going to be dangerous. This is top gas. You're shaking your head at me because you do have top gas, but he pulls away, no one's near him, striding away.
No, it's great heads-up rugby to identify that there's this space out there. Obviously, the Pontypool backfield weren't ready for the weren't expecting a turnover, so there was nowhere near him. But yeah, that's great to see. Very unselfish play there.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that at all. Well, the conversion is good.
Owen Leonard sy'n cadw cwmni fi o Pontypool. Llandovery yn dangos pa mae nhw yw gorau'r gyngor ar hyn o bryd. Beth yw'r neges ar hyn o bryd? Be fydd y chwaraewyr yn dweithio gilydd mas ar y cae?
Dwi'n meddwl ni angen arafu bil nhw lawr. Maen nhw yn gwneud job dda o cadw'r bil yn fyw ac yn llifo. Mae rhaid ni arafu bil lawr i cael amddiffyn ni mewn safle a mynd ar gêm i nhw nawr, achos maen nhw'n gwneud job dda o lleddu'r bil a cael ni ar draws y cae. So ni really angen arafu bil nhw lawr.
Ac chi wedi dangos fflachio be chi'n gallu gwneud, Sam Scarf. Mae fe wedi bod yn, oedd yn serenu'r tîm Danugen llynedd a'n chwarae rhan allweddol i chi eleni.
Ie, mae'r boys ifanc wedi bod yn arbennig ar draws pob gêm ni wedi bod yn chwarae. Pam nhw yn y tîm, maen nhw'n cario ni lan i'r safon nesaf. Cais dawr arall, ie.
Gobeithio gweld ti ar y cae yn yr ail hanner. Diolch yn fawr, Owain.
A first half hat-trick for Cian Abraham. He has been the arch poacher today. Running great lines in support. He knows there are going to be opportunities in this team, and he has been there to finish them. 36 minutes gone. He has been over the try line 3 times. And Llandovery in danger of disappearing out of sight if they haven't already.
Yeah, it's relentless. Llandovery is so good at identifying the space. It's great play Cian higher, using the second row there for an inside ball, and he gets it back. Fair play. It's, like I said, it is relentless play from Llandovery. There we go, attacking the short side. It's only half a gap there. There's a full backfield. There's 2 men in the backfield. He still managed to finish it and make it look easy.
He's just missed to the right. What I really like about that as well, from a winger's perspective, is he's got the second touch, but once he's made the pass, he knows to put the anchors on so he can go again. We'll have a really good look at it here. Gives himself some width, slows it down, and then comes back in.
That was brilliant. Alshon Davis started the move with the break. A little 1-2 with Cian Abraham. It's another brilliant try. Another try they've made look easy, to be honest.
Been allowed to bounce. So if you're Pontypool now, what do you start to think, other than the fact that Llandovery are going to try and run it from their own line? Do you start to think, right, the only way we're getting anything from this is a try bonus, or does it change the way you play? Because if you do chase the game like that, then there is the risk that it could get out of hand.
Well, I think they'll have chats at half-time about the tactics. The coaches are speaking about what they want, what the game plan is. I think, as it stands, when you're on the pitch, you're just trying to get the job done. It's the same goals. You're trying your best, but as I said, Llandovery have just been ruthless, and it's just, I don't know. It's overwhelming really in the attack.
Certainly is. Well, Lloyd, you've got to get to the studio for half-time. I hope you've written down the try scorers, because there have been so many. Plenty for you and Lauren to go through, and there's still 90 seconds, so there might be some meat left on the bone.
Don't close.
There are the PPF. I've never searched that hashtag, but I might.
You two can't leave until the ball's left the hooker's pants, and we need to keep the game going.
Those Pooler fans, well, they're being treated to some phenomenal rugby this evening, however. Not much of it coming from their team. Oh, they got a chance now. Little try before half-time. Give them something to hold on to. It's a good ball to Johnson, and now off the top we come. Herbert. Good carry from Herbert. He's got Marnie for support, and Kelleher Griffiths is there too. Jarvis to the line. Could be space around the outside, but Powell holds on. Bancroft could have gone into a gap. Into the last minute of the half. Morgan Lloyd looks to get things going. Jarvis across, delays that pass. Oh, but there's no one there. The winger had come in. Scott Matthews was on the edge. And that brings an end to a breathless first half, where we've seen some of the finest rugby we've seen in the Indigo Premiership this season. 1 try for Sam Scarf, a hat-trick for Cian Abraham. Llandovery out of sight at the end of the first half. It's Pontypool 7, Llandovery 36.
Dyma ni, hat-trick I Abraham ar ôl 36 munud, ond dyma oedd y gorau, ei ail gais. A Llandovery wedi bod yn fyd garedd heddi, yn amynedd yn ymosodol, ond castio slick. A mewn gwirionedd, ni'n rhedeg mas o ansoddeiriau disgrifio nhw, achos maen nhw wedi bod mor glinigol, a'i weledigeth nhw yn amlwg trwy gydol y gêm. O ti'n disgwyl y sgôr na ar yr egwyl?
I fod yn hollol onest, Lauren, wedys wrth o loi cyn y gêm, fi'n credu bydd hwnna yn 30 pwynt, ond ni ddim yn credu bydd e fe erbyn hanner amser.
o'n i'n really impressed fel wedys i ar dechrau'r raglen. Edmygu sut maen nhw'n chwarae. Maen nhw'n chwarae fel hyn yn erbyn Glynebwy fel ni sôn, a popeth yn mynd yn cywir. Mae'n edrych fel mae hyn yn digwydd eto heno yma. A ti'n gallu gweld, maen nhw'n neud edrych mor hawdd. Mae jyst pob chwarae teg i nhw, mae'n gwych i wylio.
Ond mae'n bwynt teilwng, achos fe glawson ni o Iris Evans cyn y gêm, oedd e'n hanner perffaith wythnos diwetha. Mae wedi bod yn hanner perffaith unwaith eto wythnos yma, oedd hi cartre. Mae fel bod nhw ddim yn disgyn o gwbl yn ei dwyster a'i perfformiadau.
Yn gywir. Os ydyn ni'n edrych ar y boes profiadol, pobl fel Iowan Hughes, pobl fel Nathan Hart, pobl fel Reid Rees, just lot o ymynedd, lot o cred, dim lot o panic, a just mynd trwyddo'r cymalau fel bydden nhw gytre.
A lot o hyder fyd, a un dyn sy'n llawn hyder yw Abraham. Hat-trick iddo fe, a chymod, cyn yr egol, mae'n dipyn o beth i gyflawni, a debygol byddwn ni'n gweld mwy yn dod o'r cyfen yr ail.
Nhw wedi cael lot o hwyl lawr o ochr dde na. Yr un gyntaf, Rodri Jones, cic arbennig, weledigaeth arbennig i gweld bod lle ar ochr dywyll. Fyna eto, maen nhw'n cydweithio mor dda, maen nhw'n darllen o'r un sgript, mae fe mor anodd i amddiffyn. A i roi mewn i context, chi angen ystyried, dyma cais Adam Warren fi'n meddwl, ond mae'n rhaid i chi ystyried, cyn mae ci yn ysgorio, mae Llandovery wedi rhoi llwyth o pwysau arno amddiffyn Pontypool gyda pa mor dwyster maen nhw'n chwarae, a'r intensity maen nhw'n chwarae, y tempo, mae fe'n anhygoel.
Welson ni ddim cais Abraham fyna, welson ni Warren yn rhoi y fas i'w frawd. Achos oedd dwi'n meddwl, dde wedi croesi'r llinell.
Fi'n credu oedd hwnna'n bach o ffafr wrth o Aaron i Adam. Sy'n Adam yn sgori lot nawr, mae'n mynd bach yn un. Ond mae Aaron yn sgori llawer y geisiau.
Mae fel bod pawb ar yr un tydalen, Lloyd. A pa mor aml i ni'n gweld hwnna, chos dim panic. Maen nhw'n lot o bwyll, eto i gyd. Maen nhw 36 i 7.
A fel wedys i, maen nhw'n neud edrych mor hawdd hefyd. Mae hyn yn tîm fi'n meddwl sydd wedi bod chwarae degrydd am spel nawr, a nhw'n adeiladu'r perthanasau na gyda'i gilydd, ond mae angen rhoi credyd i'r tîm hyfforddi hefyd, oherwydd nhw sydd wedi cael y diwylliant ma, neu'r diwydiant ma, a y stael maen nhw wedi mabwysiadu a creu, mae hwnna lawr i'r hyfforddwyr hefyd, ond maen nhw wedi neilo fe, mae'n gwych i wylio.
Wel, dyma trydydd cais Cian Abraham, a ni'n sôn am dyfnder yn y garfan, o dwi'n saff o'i le?
Nadi, a na'r beth sy'n sioc i pawb. Mae Cian a pobl fel Harry Dole yn mynd am yr un safle, ond fel ni'n gweld yma, pobl fel Osian Davies yn trafod y bel fel cefnod.
A nath Pontypool taro nôl oherwydd, nath Llandovery ildio yn dod cic-os bod ni ddwy ar hugen. Felly, maen nhw wedi fod yn deg iddyn nhw cymryd mantes ar yr un cyfle yma.
O'n nhw'n stryglau i cael mewn i'r gêm i fod yn onest. Oedd yn cymryd 17 munud i nhw actually adeiladu rhywbeth. Dolmani yn creu'r tirogaeth a cicio'r cornel, a eto ni'n dweud mae'n torri bylchau yn hawdd, mae'n siampl o trwydwaith ffantastig fyna, a Sam Scarf hefyd, mae fe mor corfforol, gorffeniad gwych, ond oedd yn hynod o bwysig i Pontypool cael y cais nesaf ar hyn. Ar y pryd hyn oedd yn 17 i 7, ond wedyn anddisgybleth yn gadael Llandovery mynd lawr y cae, a gyda tîm sy'n mor dda a Llandovery, chi ffili gadael nhw mewn i'r 22 mor rwydd, oherwydd maen nhw'n tueddu i sgorio, ni wedi gweld hynna.
Ni wedi gael cybol o gynnydd eto, ar pedwerydd cais Llandovery Aaron Warren y tro yma, a gweledigaeth Lee Rees, a gweledigaeth yr olwyr a'r brainwyr trwy gydol y gêm, maen nhw'n gweld lle mae lle ar y cae na.
Maen nhw wedi gwneud ys blynydde, maen nhw wedi waru fel fydd y loi gyda, maen nhw wedi waru gyda'i gilydd, should spell, maen nhw'n gwybod beth sy'n dod nesaf, a maen nhw'n siapo i fynd bob tro.
A beth am i sgrym nhw, achos ni'n sôn am talent yr olwyr, mae wedi bod yn frwydr yn ysgol blaenwyr.
Fi'n credu mae Pontypool wedi cael bach o sioc i fod yn ollol onest. Fi'n credu bydde sgrym o'n nhw'n meddwl, bydde sgrym yn lot mwy ddinistriol, ond yw e heb. Pobl fel RYGBI a Dino Dalla Valle a Craig Thomas wedi gwneud job da a dala Pontypool yn digon rwydd, really.
Reit, wel, ni wedi gweld llwyth o geisiau gwych heno. Ni wedi gweld llwyth o geisiau gwych. trwy gydol mis Chwefror. Ni wedi cyrraedd Mawrth yn barod. Enillydd cais mis Chwefror llai ddatgelu yw Jack Lloyd, cefnwr Casnewydd, oedd Lloyd Lewis ar y cae. Bryd yma, nath e ddim hawlio'r cais. Sôn am gweledigeth, wel, gweledigeth olwyr Casnewydd yn creu fan hyn a Matt O'Brien yn dadlwytho am chwaraewr am dalen. Llywarch Myrddin yn gweud fe yw y chwaraewr mwyaf talentog mae wedi gweld ar lefel ysgolion.
Pwy, Matt O'Brien?
Na, Jack Lloyd. O ti ddim yn glad taf, o ti?
Na, mae fe'n chwaraewr gwych yn gweld lot o... Mae fe'n chwaraewr tebyg i'w frawd Ioan Lloyd wrth gwrs. A mae'r sgiliau fyna, mae fe mor ifanc, ond mae fe'n mor eiddfed. Pan mae'n chwarae, mae fe mor calm, a mae dealltwriaeth o'r gêm yn wych, heb sôn am y sgiliau, felly mae potensial fe yn masif.
Reit, wel mae'r dau dîm sy'n rhediad gwych yn yr Indigo Prem eleni. Casnewydd, 8 allan o 8 dwi'n meddwl, Llandovery 14, a mae'r ddau dîm yn mynd ben o fewn pythefnos.
Yr Indigo Prem ar S4C. Casnewydd yn erbyn
Llandovery. Mae Casnewydd yn dangos pan bod nhw yn mynd fyny i'r ail safle. Mae'r frwydr am y brig yn yr Indigo Prem dal ymlaen.
Nos Lyn, mae dyn ni sgorio 10 o'r gloch a wedyn Jonathan yn benod ola nos iau am 9 o'r gloch. Ond ni'n mynd i siarad nawr am Llandovery yn erbyn Casnewydd. Ricky Guest yn erbyn Lloyd Lewis. Wel dyna beth yw mewn gwirionedd. Pwy sy'n mynd i fynd â hi, Ricky?
Wel, mae'n mynd i fod yn gêm wych na dwi. Ddoi tîm sy'n wario syml dros ben. A fi'n credu bydd bach o effaith mae'r rownd dyfynol cwpan os oedd ar ôl ni. Felly oedd i Llandovery mynd i pigo tîm cynta, achos erbyn ennill heno, felly maen nhw ar brig y gyngrair a weddol saff.
Ti'n mynd esgusodion yn barod i ti? Waw, diddorol.
Wel, sa'n gwared ar, felly, dwi'n...
Wel, pwy a hwyr?
Bydden ni'n dechrau, os...
Ti eisiau cyrraedd y gant? Pwy a hwyr? Felly welwn ni nawr, ti diwedd tymor. Ond, o ti'r gêm na, ti'n meddwl, Lloyd, mi weithio ni lot am bwy sy'n ni ennill?
Na, trwg yn y soed, mae fe yn dibynnu. O'n i'n mynd mas o'r cwpan ar rownd gyntaf erbyn Caerdydd, felly mae hwnna'n rhywbeth arall i ystyried. Ond, ie, fel wedodd Ricky, mae'n mynd i bod yn... Fi'n gobeithio mae'r dau dîm ar ei orau, her wedyn bydd e wir yn gêm da. Ond o gwylio sut mae Llandovery yn perfformio heno yma, wff.
Wel, mae'n amser prysur yn y byd rygbi. Mae'n amser prysur yn dy fywyd di. O ti ar barc yr arfer neithiwr yn gwylio tîm dan ugain Cymru. O'n nhw'n herio'r pencampwyr Ffrainc, falle ddim syndod bod nhw wedi colli. Be nes di o'i perfformiad?
Chi'n methu cwestiwn i calon y boys o gwbl. Ymdrech ar calon, maen nhw'n rhoi pob gêm yn anhygoel, ond mae'n teimlo fel mae'r gwledydd eraill yma, Iwerddon, Ffrainc, Lloegr, mae nhw wedi bod pen a sgwydda uwch ben Cymru a sa'n siŵr beth yw lle mae hwnna'n dod o efe y pathway maen nhw'n dod trwy, sa'n siŵr, ond y gwledydd yma fel wedes i yn edrych fel maen nhw'n pen a sgwydda yn uwch na'r boys ni ar hyn o bryd.
Wel, mae lot o chwaraewyr Ffrainc yn chwarae yn y top 14. Mae lot o chwaraewyr ni ar hyn o bryd yn chwarae Llandovery, sy'n wrth gwrs un lefel o dan y lefel rhanbarthol, boes fel Max Page, fel sy'n ei gais Janini, Morse. Wyt ti'n gweld be maen nhw'n cael yn Llandovery yn bwysig i'w datblygiad?
Odi, 100%. Hefyd, dwi'n credu mae'r rhanbarthau eisiau rhoi mwy o ryddid a mwy o gemau iddyn nhw yn yr uwch gyngrair, achos y boes sy'n wario bob wsos, yr boes sy'n ar ei gorau.
Right, OK. Wel, Cymru Ffrainc, ni'n gwybod i Sul fydd y gêm yna yn y Principality, a dyma'r 320 sy'n y garafan, a chi'n gweld yr enw yna gyda'i sêr wrth i ymyl, boes fel Joe Roberts, Mackenzie Martin, maen nhw wedi chwarae yn y Prem yn y 5 mlynedd diwetha. O ti'n gwybod y lefel yma bod nhw'n mynd i wneud y cam lan yn weddol gyflym, boes fel Wynedd yma?
Mae'n anodd i ddweud, oedd Cameron Wynedd yn chwarae yn y Prem eleni, chwarae erbyn fe sawl tro blwyddyn diwetha, Casnewydd yn erbyn Caerdydd. oedd y wastad yn chwarae o'n da, ond bys ti ddim yn meddwl o beth nath e blwyddyn diwetha, a bydd e mor dda fel ni'n gweld fe yng Nghymru yn y 6 gradd ma. Mae wedi bod yn anhygoel, so mae jyst yn dangos, mae yna ser yn chwarae i'r rhanbarth yma.
Reit, pob bloc i fynd wedi syl, ond mae Ricky wedi gadael ni erbyn hyn a wedi cael cwmni wrth ymyl y cae.
Mae Thomas Hancock gyda fi mynd fforddwr amddiffyn Llandovery. Tom, eblaw am gweud cadw fynd, beth arall i chi gweud yn ystafell newid ar ran yr amser?
Wel, mewn y mas o ni, i fod yn deg, gath ymosod oedd y thema fwyach, achos mae'r boes ni mor dda gyda'r bel. I fod yn deg, 3 neu 4 set amddiffynol oedd rhaid ni amddiffyn, ond ni ddim yn berffaith, i fod yn onest. Os byddwn ni edrych yn ôl, fe byna cwpl o boes yn cwmpo off tackles a o'n i'n bach yn gil falle ar 1 neu 2 gymal, ond fel ti'n gweud, dim ffocysu mawr, ond fe jyst codi'r pwynt a gofyn i'r boes wedyn ni i wella'n yr ei hanner.
Ti'n cyn y ffordd o cyn chwaraewr Pontypool, beth ti'n credu oedd cael ei gweud yn stafell newid nhw, a maen nhw'n bunch proud ydyn nhw?
Bydden ni'n disgwyl bod eitha trimad wedi bod yn nhw, fi'n credu bydde'r geiriau wedi bod yn eitha rai onest a rai syth. Ond fi'n siŵr dawn nhw mas nawr, achos maen nhw'n clwb balch a maen nhw'n grŵp balch. Fi wedi hyfforddi lot o'r chwaraewyr, so fi'n siŵr bydden nhw lot well yn yr ail hanner, dawn nhw mas a newn nhw ymateb yn y ffordd bydde ti'n disgwyl i clwb Pontypool i wneud, fi'n credu.
Iawn, diolch ti, Tom.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been a change at half-time. Johan Hughes has been replaced by, by Jack Maynard. Jack Maynard, top scorer at Llandovery this season, so it's out of the frying pan into the fire for Pooler. 36-7.
Yeah, he's such an experienced player, Jack Maynard. Played at Cardiff, Llanelli, I believe. He's a great player, great bloke as well.
He hit 200 points last season. Already up over a century. That spits out one for Morgan Lloyd to have to deal with. He's swallowed up. Llandovery searching for the turnover. Searching illegally. Tough half-time team talk for Pooler, I'd have thought.
Yeah, I think they've struggled to get into their own game, but that's no disservice to Pooler. It's just because Llandovery have been so good. But I think the main thing for Pontypool now is to slow Llandovery's rucks down, because that's where they're so dangerous.
And they have been dangerous. They have scored some incredible tries. There is Jack Maynard. He's got some defending to do here. Go to the back, good ball to Herbert. And now they can go on the charge, Pooler, through Scott Matthews, the captain. Jones with the tackle, and Sam Scarf, always the first to put his hands up. Nathan Hart making a good tackle on him. Lloyd, Kelleher, Griffiths. Scarf again. Another penalty. Lloyd wants to go quickly. Lloyd does go quickly, and he's going to march in at a post. Morgan Lloyd thinking fast. Llandovery don't back off. And Morgan Lloyd uses that scrum half IQ to get the first try in the second half.
Oh, that's exactly what they needed. 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes into the second half. Perfect start for Pontypool.
Yeah, there's nothing they could do. They were backing off. No one was back.
Great feet, by the way.
Yeah, lovely balance. Tell you what, he was a bit chunky on the first touch, wasn't he? We've seen them come unstuck before. And the conversion's good. There's the try scorer. He has been in the tries this season. That's 6 for the year. Did you find out what discombobulated was in Welsh?
I completely forgot, I'll be honest. But off the top of my head, I don't really think there's a word like it.
Okay. We'll work on that. Maynard sends that one high, and this is a little bit too deep to be competitive. Much more confidence in the carry from Lewis Johnson and co. Being ushered towards the touchline though, needs to be careful. Oh, hello.
Cam Davis getting stuck in again.
It's the sevens genes, isn't it? Right, Pontypool, off they go. Pat Lewis. Lovely carry from Lewis up to halfway. Nice delivery from Lloyd. And Pooler on halfway. Clear Green making tackles. And that pass across the face, a good one. That's Ashley Sweet out there on the edge. Lewis going again. Looking so confident in the carry. He's had his mullet trimmed in for the Friday night.
He needs to get rid of that. I need to speak to him after that, I think.
It's a bit too... You need a bit of curl to your hair, really. And his is awfully straight. But either way, it flaps in the wind when he's running at that speed. And Mike Herbert with another good carry. Jarvis. This much better from Pontypool. Davis out there on the outside now. Marcus Jones gets the ball away. And Lewis stopped just short. A little dart from Morgan Lloyd. And Llandovery can't get their hands on this talented young scrum half. 2 tries for him in the second half. 2 tries for Pooler in the second half.
I love it. What a game. Llandovery getting a taste of their own medicine there. That's brilliant to see from Pontypool as well. Like, if you go back to even 3 games ago, you wouldn't see Pontypool playing rugby like that. We've spoken about it a few times. There's definitely been a shift in their mentality in an attacking sense. And it's obviously so effective. That's great play. I think, well, it started with a scrap on the 22, and then they've gone the pitch.
His speed of thought, Morgan Lloyd, absolutely superb. We saw it from the tap penalty, then we saw it there. All the best scrum halves have it. Yeah. They know when to make the right decision, and the right decision there was to go straight for that gap.
So many carries there, keeping the ball alive, bit of footwork, hands-free, offloading. That's great play from Pontypool, and literally that's Llandovery having a taste of their own medicine there.
Great to see. What a game. What a game. And a lovely strike. But the flags stay down. 19:36. There's Scott Matthews revving up the ultras. And there was a bit more than that, wasn't there? There he is on the floor. A little bit tasty. Look at that, wingers on locks. Tell you what, Matthew Powell, and then Scott Matthews joining it. Tell you what, the assistant referee was in there, and he was just keeping an eye on it and saying, "As you are, boys."
Crack on. What a game though. What a great start from Pontypool.
Well, they needed it, didn't they? If Llandovery had got the first score, then it could have got ugly. It's going to be a change here for Llandovery. Berry and Watkins coming on. Speaking of experience, 193rd time he'll be turning out for the Drovers. He comes on for Clear Green. Centurion himself. Oh, that's an error. So Morgan Lloyd, couple of tries, but his core skills just letting him down that time.
Yeah, that's not like him at all, though. That doesn't happen often. Brilliant player.
It's quite exciting seeing these young players in this league with ambitions to go on and perhaps play in the URC, maybe beyond that, but showing that they can make a big difference in senior rugby.
The squad for Wales-France, we just had a table up. There was loads of players who played in the Prem the last 5 years. You have Cam Winnett, he played in the Prem this season. Brilliant for Cardiff last season. Mackenzie Martin, of course, the most recent ones. But yeah, it is an exciting league because you do see those players break through, and you do get to see those players from the grassroots, really.
At the short side they go. Warren, 1 try for him, could have been 2, but there's the assist. He's got up the short side, and Sam Scarf will bounce.
Do you know what? This Pooler crowd as well, like, when they get behind you, it's amazing. They got the best fans. I would say better fans than most of the regions, better support. I'll be honest. It's really phenomenal. Actually, it's a great club, great support.
Well, like so many clubs in this league, there's a real bond between the team and the supporters. And that turnover there was celebrated as vociferously as any of the tries we've seen this evening. Bearing in mind, And this is an interesting point. All those tries we saw from Llandovery in the first half, and those two we've seen from Pontypool, playing into the wind. The wind is with Llandovery in this half.
Down the slope, though, Dave. As they say.
Down the slope.
They always said that. I never noticed it myself, to be honest.
Well, you'll fast whether it's up or down, aren't you? That's the point you're trying to make, isn't it?
No, I didn't notice there was a slope. But there is, apparently.
Okay. Well, going down the slope now is Marnie. Gets the ball away. Davis is there. Good tackle on him.
It's right in front of me, side entry.
Oh, a side entry kills the momentum.
Yeah, Pontypool need to be squeaky clean if they want to build anything, because, as we said and as we've seen, you can't give cheap yards to Llandovery, because as soon as they get in your 22, then that's when the problems start.
Credit to Callum Davis. He's been absolutely everywhere, hasn't he?
He's class, mate. Honestly, he's a similar player to Adam Stratton on the bench. Those boys leave it all on the pitch. They're everywhere, in everything, involved in everything. Great players.
To be honest, in at the side was pretty ambitious there. He was in at the back. It's completely the wrong side of it. But I think they're just trying to play with extra energy, extra tempo, Pontypool, because they know at some point it's going to come back from Llandovery, and it might be here. Here's Davis, and now Warren. Turn out of it from Warren. And then Maynard ships it on. And first carry for Berry and Watkins.
Let it go now.
They miss out Ocean Davis, and Jack Davis instead stepping through and running straight into Dylan Keller-Griffiths.
Don't want to go into it.
No, it's good phase play though from Llandovery, and then Rodri Jones goes into the 22. Lee Rees drifts across, and Dalla Valle. Oh, that is a big shot, and Chris Long is dumped on his backside. Adam Warren, one try for him. Perhaps the easiest he'll score in his career. Jones goes.
Quite narrow on the other side, Pontypool. Abraham is calling for on that wing.
Well, he's got 3 tries already. They're going to try and work it out to him. Oh, one more pass could have done it. Stuart Worrell couldn't get it away. 11 minutes of the second half gone. No points for Llandovery yet. Rodri Jones, another carry. This is so patient from Llandovery. A lot of teams would have lost patience and kicked it away now.
No, stay out.
Options either side of the wreck as well. That's why they're so good at.
Yeah, just
you don't know where they're going to go next.
No, don't play him.
Well, loose pass, but Maynard still under a lot of pressure and can find an offload. And there's half a missed tackle. Llandovery can go forward again. Still no turnover. Still green ball.
No second time.
This is incredible. Mike Herbert, Herbert on the ball, great turnover, brilliantly done. And Scott Matthews showing why he wears 8, not 10, but relieving a little bit of pressure. But you just know it's going to come back. Rees up the short side, and now there's a break. Abraham, he's quick. Ian Abraham, 3 tries already. Backs himself, gets round another explosion of pace. And Marcus Jones turns the ball over. Firstly, brilliant from Abraham, then brilliant from Jones. And the 2 number 14s showing what they're all about.
What a great game, man. You can't take your eyes off it. Great defence, covering tackle there from Marcus Jones.
Okay.
That was a bit of sigh of relief from Scotty Matthews there, I think, after Mike Herbert's a great turnover. Scotty giving the possession back quite cheaply, and Cian Abraham nearly capitalising on it, but that's a big relief for Pontypool there, and as you said, the crowd loved that.
You need to set an example for yourself and lead your team, okay? Because it's starting to get a bit heated now, and there's a lot of players getting involved. If I need to escalate, I will, and I have no hesitation in doing it. So time's off when we have the injury. Speak to your players for me, and then we'll have the penalty for holding on.
Adam Jones there being very, very clear, and probably doing the right thing, because there have been a few moments where it looked like it could have boiled over. And if it does, it would spoil what you've rightly said is turning into a fantastic Friday evening here in Pontypool.
Yeah. Very rarely you see anything other than handbags, to be honest, but it does slow the game down. It's not great to see. And here we go, the big man.
Isaac Kelly, his debut, 4 international caps for Canada. Made his debut against Tonga in July from White Rock, British Columbia. He is a big specimen. 6'6", north of 120 kgs, and as he said to you before the game, he's looking forward to see how these Welsh guys bang.
He's a beast of play. That's the only way I can describe him.
It's back with Llandovery. Oh, what a carry. So Taylor Davis has come on. He's in a blank jersey. Llandovery pour forward. Oh, there's a gap here. Switching back inside for Jack Davis. He's got lovely feet, but Hello Griffiths does well to make the tackle. And now Barry and Watkins. Bit of space for the tired. He loves that. Jones. Llandovery yet to score a point. Now they've got a penalty advantage. And we go back for the penalty.
Number 5, tackle.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one there, a bit of discipline. And now, I suppose we'll see another try from Taylor Davis.
So Llandovery has started to ring the changes. And they've got a brilliant opportunity here. Taylor Davis, replacement hooker, finds his man, and immediately he's going to get his hands on the ball, and Llandovery making their way towards this line. Extra weight coming in from Rodri Jones. Your arch nemesis has done it again.
I'd like to see that check.
Everyone take your own players, boys.
Nah, fair play. One of his first touches, that was, wasn't it?
To Taylor Davis, 14th try of the season. That's a lot of meat pies, Lloyd.
Yeah. Do you think they should count though back from the back of a scrum?
Well, they have to count,
Yeah,
mate.
I know, but come on.
Let's go back to this, because it was brilliant work, though. He's thrown the dart, and you know it's going to stick when the backs start to add their weight. It was already going, but Rodri Jones comes in. Oh, I tell you what.
Got a TMO.
If we had commentary cam here, you guys watching at home, you would see a sour-faced Lloyd Lewis next to it.
I'm joking.
But it's another try.
It's a well-worked try. I'm just sour because Henry Palmer last year, the Newport hooker, we were both top try scorers for Newport, and his was all from... there we go.
There it is, 12 tries.
4 against Neath, I think it was, recently. And now, gap's opening up a bit.
Plenty of season left.
Ricky's laughing behind me.
Yeah, he is. Oh. Superb kick. The conversion is good. It's 43-19. Lauren.
Diolch, Griff. Yeah, Kingsley Jones sy'n ymuno fi, prif hyfforddwr Canada, who has been awake for 36 hours, so very grateful to have your time with us. But look, you've played a big part in bringing Isaac Kelly over. Tell us about his potential and his story.
Yeah, I saw him, I first saw him playing for Canada under-20s, and he's such a big guy, you know, great athlete. Just unfortunately hasn't played a lot of rugby, but loves the game. Just graduated from university. He's played 4 test matches, 80 minutes, thrown him in, but, you know, sometimes we underestimate the impact of big guys at the set pieces, particularly scrums and mauls, and what he brings there is immeasurable. So he just needs to play some more rugby, and I think Welsh Premiership, Indigo Premiership is a great place for him to cut his teeth.
Definitely a big guy at 6'6", but he's not the only Canadian coming over. So the Indigo Prem, clearly an attractive prospect for others.
Yeah, Sean Parry is Canadian ancestry, playing for Pontypool, and Jamin Hodgkin as well, starting for Bridgend tomorrow at 10. So really good, and like you say, the level of the competition. I watch most Welsh Prem games from over on the West Coast, and I've been really impressed, particularly this year. I think the level is exceptional, and Llandovery, you know, with their backline on display tonight alone, fantastic, really good advert for the Indigo Prem.
In that case, we'll give you a shout out each week. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you.
So Pontypool on the penalty. They've gone quickly, and here's Powell.
Such an awkward run there, Powell.
Now Drake, the clear out from the new man, Kelly. Quite exciting to see him on the ball. And front rowers hitting lines. You love to see it. And it puts Pontypool on the front foot. Jarvis. Well, being lifted off the ground, thankfully. There's a man there to offload to. Llandovery just off their feet. Can't get that turnover. Here he is then, Kelly. First carry, a positive one. Now Jarvis, that's a good ball to put Powell around the outside, but a good tackle by Warren. And we'll have the line out.
Interesting what Kingsley Jones said, that such a good athlete, freak athlete, but hasn't played a lot of rugby. The thing is, you can't coach size like that, can you? So if he, with a bit of experience, he'd be unreal, I'm sure.
Well, that's the thing. There are plenty of examples of players coming to the game, like plenty of examples of people coming to sports, like just having the attributes, the coaching, getting in the right environment at the right time, and they can really thrive. So we wish him all the very, very best. And I tell you what, he's one of the very few people who can move to South Wales this time of year and not get cold, because British Columbia, they're about 3 foot under the snow at this time of year. So
must be lovely for him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He'll be moonbathing tonight.
Look at the size of him, man.
Yes. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Okay. White number 7. 7.
150 appearances for Jamie Hughes. Absolutely tremendous achievement in a tremendous team, and he's been a real cornerstone of it. So congratulations to him this evening. And do you know what? We've got so many players who've achieved things like that. 50 caps, 100, 150, 200. But when you're playing in a team like this, that play rugby like this, it's going to inspire you to stick around and be a part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he'd have been around before Llandovery enjoyed this much success, which is quite recent over the last couple of seasons. But I think a big part of it is these boys have played with each other on the most part for years and years, and it's like even if you're not winning the Prem or winning the Cup, if you're playing with your mates week in, week out for your local team, then you're going to stay like, yeah. There'll always be stalwarts in every club who just love the game.
And he is absolutely one of them. An hour gone here. Llandovery with the 1 try after half-time. They've got the bonus point already secured, and barring something pretty serious, the victory as well for Pontypool. Well, they'll be chasing that 4th try, because they dusted themselves off after being really undone in that first half, but now they're playing so well, it would almost feel harsh if they left empty-handed.
Yeah, no, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if they got another try, to be honest. It's just it's just about keeping that ball and not letting Llandovery into the game, because they seem to do something good, Pontypool, and then there'll be an issue of discipline or a skill issue or a knock on in it, and then Llandovery back up and running. But we've seen it the first 10 minutes of the second half, what they can do, Pontypool.
So Berry and Watkins conceded the penalty. Front row changes for Pontypool. Then Mark Thomas wearing 16, Peter Lloyd wearing 17. Complete disrespect for the subs numbers.
Number 18.
Oh, here we go. Berry and Watkins is sent for 10 minutes.
Well, he did warn them.
take a look at this then.
After landing the 11.
Another change for Llandovery. Davland coming on. We're in number 21. Former Buck Super Rugby player at Swansea University under Hugh Gustafsson there. They've got a big couple of weeks coming up, looking like a relegation playoff. And of course their varsity, Llandovery. They will run it from everywhere. Anyone will back the skills, and look at this gas! Rear it up the left-hand side, and Powell was there and he had to be. And Harry Dole has come on wearing number 21. For the last few years, we've seen him be seriously quick, whether it's been at Worcester Warriors, a brief dalliance with the Ospreys, but when he put on the afterburners here, I mean, you gave me a bit of hammer for saying that that Matthew Powell looked quick. Harry Dole looks quick.
Yeah, it was a great kick chase all round. Trying to put the pressure, trying to get that turnover. It was a great initial break as well from Llandovery's number 8, Nathan Hart. Cammy's gone, I think.
Yes. Oh, he is genuinely clutching it.
It was a great break, though. Fair play. And composed as well to put that kick in. It was a good kick. Put the pressure straight back on Pontypool.
So we know your opinion on hookers scoring tries. What's your opinion on back rowers kicking in midfield?
Well, no, it's not. You're painting a bad
say
picture
it with
here.
your chest. Come on.
I personally think that a driving more try is do you know what I mean? It's easy, isn't it?
So you think it should count for 5? Hang on, let's talk about what's coming up, because of course we got Wales versus France on Sunday, and then Scorio coming up on Monday night, and then Jonathan. All of that to look forward to as part of your S4C viewing pleasure. So you think a driving more try should count for 5 points like any other try, but it shouldn't be credited to the hooker? Is that what you're saying?
I just think it's more of a collective try than a thing. But obviously, I'm just a bit bitter now because it's doing so well.
That is fair. That is fair, because bear in mind, every prop, every lock, most back rowers are going to be involved, but none of them are going to get on the end of it. There's the odd occasion where they do. Exeter used to base theirs around Sam Simmons, didn't they? So he used to get all the meat pies. So those jeers...
Yeah, they were at 13 men, so we were okay to go.
Those jeers are because Llandovery are down to 13 for uncontested scrums. So Nathan Hart's gone off.
Uncontested 13 men. Crouch, bind, set.
And with 13 on the park, this is a big opportunity for Pontypool, but they just need to get this ball back. Oh, looked like it was going to open up for a second. And if Llandovery can score with 13 on the park, that'd be quite remarkable. But it goes forward off Davland. Joe Powell on as well, another incredibly experienced player, over 180 appearances for him. Another exciting youngster coming on for Pontypool as well, Ty Davis, and there's Moa.
Okay, he's gone up in the posts.
So now there is space for Pontypool, there has to be.
Yeah, just about identifying it.
Well, they're going to go straight to the boot, not going to take any chances. And that is an excellent kick, and Scott Matthews has nearly worn it. Matt Bancroft with the clearance. That is a really good angle of exactly how big Isaac Kelly is. We'll stop talking about it at some point, but once we get that perspective there...
He stood next to Ashley Sweet there and he's towering over him, and Ashley Sweet's a monster himself, so that just says it all.
Taylor Davis, short and line out. And Davland going backwards. Oh, Harry Dole's knocked that on, coughed it up, and Pontypool instead going to the edge, go down the middle to build to the faces, chasing that bonus point try, little nudge over the top, and one for Powell to give chase to. Oh, he's missed the tackle, and Jack Davis has done well. The clearance kick not as far as he'd have liked it, but relieves the pressure for the time being. Just a couple of little errors there from Llandovery, allowing Pontypool to make hay.
Yeah, fielded the kick well. Jack Davis, he was really calm there, really composed for such a young bloke. So much potential. We spoke about he came away in Rugby Europe in the sevens with us. He must have been about 17, 18. And his first touch, he came on the pitch and scored the length of the pitch try. And yeah, he's got so much potential, and he's really coming into his own now.
Marnie, another positive carry from him. So often they are when he's on the ball. Lloyd still out there. Powell. Stratton, he's on in the blank jersey. That's gone backwards off Lloyd. He's got a bit lucky there. That's a lovely ball. It's Mark Thomas. Oh, was that the forward one?
Yeah, I look forward to me there. Great attacking intent from Pontypool though. Good support lines, running on each other's shoulders. Here it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, that one forward.
And they started at the scrum at 13. So we need to take a player off, and I restart with a penalty to Pontypool over there. So let's make sure we take a player off, and then I restart the game. It's going to be a penalty to Pontypool. You have 14 players on the pitch. Someone has run on because you had 13 over there, okay? So it's your fault, your team's fault. How is it our fault if he hasn't? Because it's your team's fault for putting a player on. We started with 13. I'm not getting in a debate. Who's coming off, boys? Who's coming off, boys? And it's going to be where I stop the game, which is over there, okay?
So just to be clear on that, Llandovery were down to 13 because...
Come to me.
We'll come back to that because it's important to listen to this.
Come to me, yeah. Okay. Let me explain the situation then, okay? We had 13 players on the pitch there when I counted. Someone has come back on. Forward pass, but it'll now be a penalty to Pontypool, and we need to get the number of the player who's coming off, okay? I can't make it any clearer than that. Number 7. Over here. And number 7 is going off, okay?
So just to be clear on that then, Berry and Watkins was yellow carded. They didn't have a tight head to bring on, therefore it's uncontested scrums, but as a result of that, because that is something that's of their own volition, then they have to bring another player off. They did have 13 on, that then became 14. At the point the referee noticed that, he stops the game. It's a penalty to Pontypool, and hopefully that clears that up.
Yeah, fair play to Adam Jones there. I didn't have a clue what was going on. He explained it really well, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. But what that does mean now is... Well, the referee said penalty, but they've opted for a scrum. So he must have restarted it with a scrum. It's still uncontested. Ben Moore at number 8 now.
Stay on.
And Morgan Lloyd.
Big overlap here.
Oh, there has to be. Can they execute it? That's Marnie with the pass off, but he goes himself and then offloads. It's a good catch by Stratton. Nearly overran it. We've seen great patience from Llandovery on the ball in this half. We need to see it from Pontypool now if they're going to get the bonus point try. And just as we suggest that, turned over, coughed up. And Llandovery, 2 men down.
Stay.
Can start to think about clearing their lines. David Land.
Play on in the field.
Great play from Matty Bancroft there. Great awareness, great skills.
And then Lewis, the mullet again, a dummy from Morgan Lloyd. Morgan Lloyd for his hat-trick. A first-half hat-trick from Abraham, a second-half hat-trick from Lloyd. The bonus point is secure, and this brilliant Friday night treat just keeps on giving.
Such a good player, Morgan Lloyd. He's so consistent. That, of course, came from great fielding from Matty Bancroft to keep the ball alive. And fair play. Morgan Lloyd, great awareness. Sees the gap and he's gone.
As soon as he made that step, you just knew.
He's coming off to a standing ovation.
Well, that is a fully deserved reception from a very talented young player who's had an excellent game. He's replaced by Owain Leonard. Let's take another look at this. As soon as he'd broken the line, just had to get through. Great finish.
I think a lot of the Llandovery players there on the kick chase were expecting the ball to go off the pitch. As I said, Mike Bancroft kept it in wonderfully and only took one carry from Pat Lewis. The gaps were there for Morgan Lloyd.
Well, Pontypool, a different team in this second half, and comfortably the better. With that in mind, we've got 10 minutes to go, and there's a very real chance that Llandovery could hit 50. They've been in great scoring form. 47 against Neath, 45 against Swansea, 54 against Cardiff. And then 43 tonight, 40 against RGC. They don't go low scoring very often, although they did have those couple of close ones, didn't they? 17-15 against Ebbw Vale, 12-11 against Pontypool. Either way, they're wins. They're just a winning machine.
I wonder what's going to happen here, Dave.
It's funny, you just go quiet and your face changes.
Painting me in a bad light, yeah. It's not
No, I'm joking, mate. Come on, man. Come on. We're all good. We're all good. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing your next tries. And also, you trying to elbow your way into the back of the maul as well. It's more good line-out ball. And this looks very efficient again from Llandovery. Taylor Davis is there. So is Rodri Jones. He will have to struggle to get that ball from Taylor Davis's hands. But Davlan's digging for it. Don't think he's going to get there, though. Well, Ashley Sweet trying to be a nuisance. He's in there. But Davlan's added his weight. It has been grounded. Adam Jones was on his way under the post to give the penalty try. But the try has been scored. It's 48 on the board. It's Taylor Davis again. 2 tries for him. Tightens his grip on that top try scorers trophy. The man next to me is going to try and take it from him at the end of the season, but Taylor Davis, 2 tries, and Llandovery efficient again. And we've seen the full court game from them, haven't we? We've seen some of the tries of the season in the first half, and we've seen the bump and grunt from the big men in the second.
Yeah, no, they're a very well-rounded team, Llandovery. We spoke about the backs of the start and the start of play, but even in the tries that they scored, like you said, some of the tries of the season, the forwards were involved in those moves as well. So I just feel like everyone at Llandovery in their attacking game, especially, so everyone's on the same page. And yeah, it's no mean feat to score a try like that against Pontypool, who pride themselves on their pack.
Well, if this goes over, it's 50 points for the 4th time this season. And it remains at 48. So just to give you a bit of an explanation for you guys watching at home, I'm sat next to Lloyd, and the 2 behind us are giving you all kinds of grief, aren't they, Lloyd?
Standard Ricky gas now, isn't it?
Ricky and Griff on the Welsh language this evening. Hopefully they're enjoying this one as much as we are, and hopefully you guys watching at home are enjoying it too.
Played.
Does everyone want to play on? And again, they want to get it to the edge, they want to get it to the width. Jack Davis, who's had an excellent game himself. Mike Herbert needs to be careful there, can't slip above the head.
Carried back.
Now, Rodri Jones.
Nothing.
50-22, not on, because he carried it in, didn't get there anyway. Oh, Bancroft, oh, lovely balance from Bancroft. And then Jarvis knocks it on. Well, let's talk about the star of the match, then some brilliant performances this evening. Of course, a Morgan Lloyd hat-trick. Taylor Davis has come on and scored. We've had some of the best rugby we've seen throughout the season. However, there is one man, there is one standout who really swung the game in Llandovery's way in the first half. And there he is, Cian Abraham. His first hat-trick in Drover's colours, just his 6th appearance. He's impressed for Wales under-20s. He's moved out of that age group and now he's impressing in the Indigo Premiership. And I'd imagine the first hat-trick of many, arch finisher, but he's done so much more than that. As Davland breaks away from the base of the scrum, throws the dummy, and he's brought down by Owain Leonard. And Worrell in at scrum half. Roshan Davis there as well. It's been turned over, brilliantly turned over by Herbert. And maybe into the last minute, Pontypool can try and get something. Bancroft. Oh, loose ball. Pat Lewis out there on the edge. Lloyd Lewis has just made his way down to the touchline. I wonder if he's going to say something about the mullet at full time. But Pontypool may as well just try and run it now. Last 30 seconds. Get this brilliant crowd something to cheer about. Tell you what, even when Llandovery were absolutely tearing it up, they still stuck behind this team.
Thank you.
Last few phases of the match. Ben Moa. Llandovery say forward, referee says flat. Oh, another late shot. Maybe. From Jamie Hughes, leaving one out there on his 150th.
Stay out, Green.
There's the counter-ruck. Llandovery called out of it. Clock is red now. Needs to stay in the hands for Pooler. Now Pat Lewis always beats one defender. Beat 2 or 3 then before getting swallowed up. Now Isaac Kelly wants to get rid of it quickly, and Adam Stratton's the man for him to do that too. Jarvis still trying to make things happen, and Peter Lloyd running the line. Not quite quick enough to break the line though. Stratton again. Kelly secures the ball. That's a lot more direct. Mike Herbert nearly. Now the big man Kelly, they like him, and that's why he just goes forward so easily. A pick and a go, Stratton on late, but so much energy. There's a foot on that from Llandovery. I think they're desperate to hear the full-time whistle. Inside ball's a good one, and Mark Thomas, the former Harlequin. There's been 2 minutes of ball in play here. This is lung-busting stuff at the end of 80. What has been one of the most entertaining games of the season, not necessarily as a close contest, certainly in quality, in terms of quality tries. Another good line, needs to be careful not to get isolated. Ollie Drake with a good clear out. And Jarvis again. Oh, the hands are going to be the undoing of Pontypool. It's gone forward off Marnie. And now maybe there's something for Llandovery. Maybe the 50's on. Well, there's going to be a penalty, there's going to be a yellow card, and there's going to be a chance for Llandovery to kick to the corner and maybe get that try that takes them up over 50. That was a lovely nudge. It just stayed in as well. So let's see exactly what happened here. It was Jack Davis opening the taps. And yeah, just diving in the spokes when the kick was clearly made. Llandovery have seen enough, and they've brought this absolutely brilliant game to an end. Pontypool can't make it back-to-back victories, and their grip on the top 4 loosens even further. Llandovery's grip on the championship trophy gets even closer, even better. A bonus point victory for them, a bonus point in defeat for Pontypool. A hat-trick for Morgan Lloyd, a hat-trick for the selling again, Cian Abraham, and it finishes Pontypool 26, Llandovery 48.
Wel, o'n i'n meddwl bod y gêm na mynd i barod trwy nos yn y munudau ola, ond dyma be mae'n golygu i'r tabl. Llandovery yn glir o 15 pwynt, ond cofiwch maen nhw wedi chwarae un gêm yn fwy na Casnewydd, a mae Pontypool yn aros yn y 5 safle. Maen nhw wedi cipio pwynt wrth gwrs ar ôl sgorio 4 cais. A dyma'r gemau y penwythnos i chi, sawl gêm, a ni'n gwybod fod Casnewydd yn chwarae Caerdydd, mae hynny'n argoeli i fod yn chwip o gêm, ond 5 gêm yn gyfan gwbl, Aberafan, Abertawe, Casnewydd, Quins a Pen y Bont i gyd adre. Wel, am gêm, ac am ail hanner, oedd hi'n gêm gwyllt mewn adegau, ond oedd y 2 cais cyflym na'r ddechrau'r ail hanner. Di newid pethau, di newid y dynameg?
Doedd yn gred i weld yn gyda. Troiodd y gêm weddol sydyn, ond oedd yn gêm wych i pawb i gwylio gydre. Mi'n credu allan Llandovery lot mwy cryf ar y degau, a erbyn diwedd o'n nhw'n rhy cryf yn gynnar, a ddim Pontypool cyn ei digon i dal lan.
Mae Lloyd Lewis nawr yn cael ymateb un o'r chwaraewyr.
Ie, fi ma da Cian Abraham a Taylor Davies. Y gêm anhygoel gyntaf a Cian. Hat-trick yn y hanner cyntaf. Mae hwnna, fi ddim yn gweld hwnna'n aml iawn. Sut teimlad oedd hwnna?
Ie, ddim teimlad gwych. Oedd y boes di chwarae rygbi agored, a ni'n gwybod oedd yn mynd i gofyn gêm cyflym. Oedd yr amodau yn gwych i ni'n neud na, so ie, ddim dda.
O just gwylio sut chi'n chwarae, a o nabod Tom Hancock, ti'n hoffi, a fel y skellwr hefyd, ti'n hoffi y brand o rygbi, ma fe'n rhoi i chi chwarae?
Ie, wrth gwrs o'n i'n, fel ni jyst i dweud, yn mynd i warae steil agored ma. Yn gwybod mae'r boes dy dynnu, fel mae Lee Rees dyn ni. Fe'n boes yn moyn chwarae cyflym, so mae fe'n siwt ni fel y skellwr fyny.
Yeah, fantastic. Diolch yn fawr i ti, Cian. Diolch. And I'm here now with Taylor Davies, who is the Premiership's top try scorer with 15 tries now. How's that for you, mate?
Feels pretty good. Yeah. They're not all 50-yarders, but every try counts now.
You're saying in my ear, you're my arch nemesis now. I don't think I'll catch you now. Three ahead. Yeah, look, I spoke to Cian then about the brand of rugby as a winger, how good it must be to be on the end of those tries. But we're watching the tries you score, it's like watching the Barbarians. Everyone's involved. Is that something that you work on in training?
Yeah, we work on in training, but it just so happens in the game. Like, boys just love playing good rugby, and when you're on the front foot, them offloads sort of come off then, and then you're always on the front foot, and it leads to really good tries.
Yeah. Well, they're saying in my ear now, we've got Neath to play twice as well, so hopefully I can get a couple of tries against them. But now, with, as I said, Newport Llandovery in 2 weeks' time, have you talked about that yet? Are you looking forward to that top of the table clash?
Yeah, I think from now on it's going to be a big clash. I think we've been focusing week to week at the minute. But Newport play a good brand of rugby as well, so it should be quite an exciting game.
Mate, well done today. Great achievement. Thanks for joining us. Lauren, nôl draw at ti.
Diolch Lloyd, a Andrew Quick sy'n ymuno ni o dîm hyfforddi Pontypool. Andrew, what a second half. Like, how important was it you made that a game for your fans in the final 40?
Well, yeah, I think it was a tough day at the office for us, that first 40 minutes. Kind of think we let ourselves down a little bit there as a collective. We give Llandovery too many inroads, and they punished us, to be fair. They were very effective in what they did, and they looked like a side full of confidence, and they're in a rich vein of form, and that's why they're top of the league, so fair play, all credit to them.
Yeah, so obviously you're a proud bunch, always have been up in Pontypool Park. Can you allude on what focus areas you spoke about half-time to change your mindset, to get back on track? Because obviously you've gone in just prior to half-time under a lot of pressure.
Well, I think the first and foremost thing was to try and starve them of possession, because every time they had the ball, they looked dangerous, and we looked a bit lost and at sea at times. But like I said, we give them too many inroads in that first 40 minutes, and all credit Llandovery, they punished us most times they come into our 22, so all credit to them.
We had 2 hat-tricks tonight, one for your scrum half. Looks a very lively player, does Morgan Lloyd?
Yeah, Morgan's done great for us this year. He's obviously with the Dragons. He's a young up-and-coming prospect, and it's good for him to be given the environment that he's been given up here, and he's well, as we can see on the screen now, he's very sharp, he's elusive, and I'm sure he's got a great future in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, key, I guess, in connecting forwards and backs, but some moments of individual brilliance as well out there, Ricky.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Andrew. He's definitely got something, hasn't he? He's got something that's he's got a USP, hasn't he? He's sharp, he's very elusive. So how do you work with a player like that to get the best out of him?
I think, you know, he's got his own skill set, and he's professional when he comes up with us, you know, on Tuesday and Thursday, and he's sharp, so, you know, he's got an eye for a gap, and you just want him to play and, you know, play what you see in front of you, and, you know, he is electric, so, you know, I'm sure he's got a big future in front of him.
Morgan spoke in the week about you trying to change the way you play. You've always, I guess, had a big focus on your forwards. Would you say that's true? In some ways, I guess, teams know what to target and you want to mix it up a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of served us well over the years, you know. Like I said, we're a proud bunch up here, and we always, like, traditionally have a good set of forwards. You know, Lloyd would know, he's played behind it for quite some years, but yeah, we tried. You know, we want to play with a bit of width, and you know, that's it came off in moments today. I thought the backs once or twice, you know, we looked kind of good, but yeah, we were just well beaten today.
And 8 points now off Cardiff. What's the focus for the end of the season?
Well, I think we just got to keep going game by game, keep chipping away, and we'll just see where we end up at the end of the year. But it would have been nice to get a win today and put some pressure on and try and stay in the race for that top 4.
Andrew, diolch yn fawr, thank you very much. I will take this mic. I think Tom Hanco, Euros Evans, dyma ni. Mewn â ti, Euros, llongyfarchiadau, a bynnes di o 20 munud na?
Dechrau ni, eitha tebyg i wythnos diwethaf yn y cwpan, so wnaethon ni sgwri caisiau arbennig. Ond i pob clodiad Pontypool wnaethon nhw'n ôl ato ni yn dechrau ar anner, ond wnaethon ni ymdopio hwnna a sgwri caisiau diwedd ar y diwedd i ennill i gêm yn dda.
Ie, wedys i weles i hanner perffaith o rygbi wythnos diwethaf. Fi'n weddol agos i perffaith wythnos ma, hanner cyntaf na.
Cyd o lan fan hyn o Swyner, Pontypool Park, dim byd mwy gyletach na, so i bob clodiad boys fel dechrau ni oedd yn special iawn.
Mae'n ostod, dechreuwch chi'n dda to, fel ath y gêm lan ar ôl hanner amser, oedd yr amddiffyn ddim ble oedd yn y hanner cynta. Pwy adrannau o ffocysu bydd dychu nawr cyn mynd mewn i'r rownd derfynol a gweddill y tymor?
O'n i'n siomedig ar amddiffyn ron fwyaf gêm i fod yn onest, cochi gormod o tackles, a siarp ni ddim yn gret, so ie, ni'n sylweddoli mewn i gweithio at doblygu hwnna erbyn y ffainal, ond bydd y goliaeth dda am hynny.
Ac jyst yn gloi, Euros, ni'n gwybod bod chi'n chwarae cysnewydd o fewn pythefnos, ond mae ffeinal cwpan dych chi fyd. Sut i ti'n mynd i gydbwyso'r garfan?
Cwestiwn dda, ie.
Wel, Ricky sy'n mae'n gwybod.
Ie, oedd yn bwysig iawn i ennill un o, na bydd yn bwysig i ennill y gêm, a cael 5 bonus hefyd, so bach y pwysau Casnewydd na, ni'n job fori, so bydd Caerdydd gobeithio helpu ni mas, ond mae lot o gêm yn mynd, 4 gêm i fynd, 4 gêm bwysig, so gobeithio cadw momentum yn ar y bwysig.
Euros, eleni a blwyddyn diwetha, chi wedi bod yn dominyddu, chwarae teg i chi. Be sydd wedi newid falle o blynyddoedd cynt? Sut ydych chi mor dda nawr?
Mae garfan ni'n aeddfedu, mae boys fel Adam Aron wedi dod nôl yn ni a profiad mae fe gyda o wario proffesiynol o gyda fynyddoedd. So mae'r grŵp yn grŵp eitha ifed, ond mae boys ifanc nhw'n trwyddo fel Cian a Jackin o nhw'n amlygu yn dda iawn hefyd. So cyn bwysig na sy'n bwysig, boys ifanc yn trwyddo a profiad o amgylch nhw.
Cynllun dych chi stopio'r dyn ma?
Wel, na beth yw e. Dim roi bel i fe, yna'r problem y fe.
Euros, diolch yn fawr iawn.
Okay, diolch.
Lyfli. Mae'n bryd i ni falle siarad am Taylor Davies, achos mae'n rhaid bod ti'n gandrys. 15 o geisiau i Taylor, faint sy ti 12?
Ie, 12 da fi. Na, o'n i'n cael laugh a joke da Dave yn coms fyd, o'n i'n cael joke da Taylor amdano fe. Oedd Ricky yn cicio fi yn y cefn pan nath ysgorio. Ond na, pob chwarae teg i fe. Fi'n jocan yn dweud dos nhw ddim cyfri, ond gwrs bod nhw'n cyfri, na beth yw e. Mae'n ei digwydd i fi blwyddyn diwetha gyda Henry Palmer hefyd yn sgorio ni'n nifer o ceisio da fi, so fi jyst yn dal lan neu hwnna ti'n mynd bach fi'n meddwl. Ond na, chwarae teg i fe, mae'n credu i Llandovery, maen nhw'n ennill y tirogaeth na i cael yn y sefyllfaoedd na, felly da iawn i nhw.
Eisiau ti gweithio mwy caled, Lloyd? Mae Taylor wedi gweithio lot ar ei cyflymder, a mae'n talu pwyll.
Ond ti'n mynd i daro nôl i ti? Na ni gofio gweld ymateb wrth y ti, ond falle mae jyst yn dangos, Ricky, bod Llandovery yn debyg i Gasnewydd. Mae gêm nhw'n gyflawn, maen nhw'n gallu sgorio i sgarmes, neu maen nhw'n gallu sgorio o cydweithio na rhwng yr olwyr. Mae'r ddau tîm yn debyg,
Cant y cant, mae'r ddoi tîm yn wych, ond maen nhw'n gallu wared lot o ffordd wahanol. Maen nhw'n gallu wared dyn os maen nhw'n moyn, maen nhw'n gallu sgrymio, mae sgarmes y mudo yn dda, ond hefyd maen nhw'n gallu sgori ceisio o bob man.
Oce. Gawn ni cybolwg arall ar ceisiau Cian Abraham, achos oedd y gêm Lloyd wedi hennill yn yr hanner cynta.
Chwarae teg, fel wedi i Cian yn y cyfweliad yna, ddim yn aml iawn ti'n gweld rhywun cael hat-trick yn y hanner cynta, dream start i un nhw asgellwyr, ond mae fe'n chwarae o'r fri yn amlwg, mae fe angen gorffen y ceisiau yma, ond fi'n meddwl chi'n angen rhoi credyd i just, fel ni'n sôn am sut mae Llandovery yn chwarae, mae fe'n na i gorffen nhw, ond mae beth mae'r boys i'n neud cynt hefyd yn heiddi lot fawr o clod, Rodri Jones dar vision na i roi'r cic trwy Jack Davis fan hyn. Fama, Osham Davis, yw fe a Cian, 1-2 lawr o ochr dywyll, ond na pan maen nhw mor anodd i chwarae yn erbyn, oherwydd maen nhw'n ymosod pob ochr o'r ruck. Chi ddim yn gwybod lle nhw'n mynd, a fi'n meddwl dyna y cais oedd Cian angen gweithio galetach amdano, a oedd e'n cais gwych.
I fod yn dig, oedd hi'n gofyn i Euros, beth sydd wedi newid, ond beth maen nhw wedi wneud yn gyson os blynydde yw ymarfer y sgiliau syml. A fel ni'n gweld heno, lot o sgiliau syml sy'n creu y ceisiau, a mae pawb yn gallu wneud o 1 i 15. A mae'n rhaid gwaniaeth enfawr, na dwi?
Mae nhw'n neud ei edrych yn hawdd, yn dyn nhw. Ond dyna ni, mwy o RYGBY ddod i chi, fel ydych chi'n gwybod o'n siŵr dros y penwythnos. Cymru yn erbyn Ffrainc, ei gêm ola, ond un wedyn pêl-drod i chi, nos Lun am 10 o'r gloch, a Jonathan, y benod ola, nos Iau nesa. A mwy o RYGBY i chi wythnos nesa, Cymru, Danigen yn erbyn yr Eidal Danigen, a wedyn gêm ola'r 6 gwlad, Cymru yn croesawu'r Azuri i Gaerdydd. Y gêm na am hanner awr wedi 1, y rhaglen yn dechrau am hanner awr wedi 1, a mewn pythefnos fyddwn ni nôl Casnewydd yn erbyn Llandovery. Gaethon ni lot o Euros fyna, ti'n meddwl, o ran sut oedd e'n mynd i dargedu'r gêm?
Sym yn gweud lot o dydd i ddydd, so gen i ddim byd lot mas o fe heno.
So fel ti'n gweld i mynd?
Os byddwn ni yn sgidiau Euros, byddwn ni mwy na thebyg yn dal y pobl nôl. A fi'n credu maen nhw mwy na thebyg, maen nhw'n saff nawr. A byd nhw'n gallu cael y gêm cynderfynol yn y gyngrau'r gytre. Fi'n credu bydde digon hapus i tynnu rai o'r boes sydd wedi wario bob wthnos nôl i ni siŵr bod nhw'n iawn i'r gêm rownd y fynol.
Ti wedi ddysgu lot o heno, os gwendidau dyn nhw?
Ti'n methu dweud bod nhw gwendidau dyn nhw o'r perfformiad maen nhw wedi dangos heno. Mae perfformiad yn erbyn Ebw fel wythnos o'r blaen. Maen nhw wedi cael tymor ffantastig, a fel wedys i ar dechrau'r raglen, fi'n gobeithio mae'r 2 dîm yn chwarae ar ei orau, herwydd os mae hwnna'n digwydd, mae'n siŵr o fod yn gêm anhygoel.
Lloyd, Ricky, mae bachwyr a sgellwyr yr un mor bwysig mewn 15, oce? Chi'n ffrindiau?
Fi'n iawn, beth sy'n grac.
Dyna ni, wel falle bod y 6 gwlad yn diro ni ben, ond mae'r Indigo Prem ar fi'n cyrraedd ei uchafbwynt. Peidiwch da chi a cholli'r gêm enfawr mewn pythefnos.
Yr Indigo Prem ar S4C. Casnewydd yn erbyn
Llandovery. Mae Casnewydd yn dangos pam bod nhw yn mynd fyny i'r ail safle. Mae'r frwydr am y brig yn yr Indigo Prem dal mlaen.